this tiny little Greek island. Wow, it has been a month, and some of you know the things that have been going on. It's been very busy, and the quiet solitude, introspective, contemplative space that I'm usually in for most of the year was completely flipped around upside down, and we got into a very active time. Uh, and it's quite interesting for those of you out there, similar to the way I work, to think about it and to put it all into perspective. Um, I like to do that kind of thing, so that's what I'm going to do. Um, there's a couple of different routes you can take, right? You can be that introspective, contemplative type and philosophize and theorize and try and put everything um, into a certain context so that you can use it in your life. Or you're just one of those types that this is what's going on in my day, that's my day, and you're done with it. That's it. And one is not better than the other, but I do believe that they are both valid, heavy, weighted, enlightened parts of our lives. So if you're the type of person that just does the day and doesn't think about it too much, like I do, then life goes on, your days happen, you learn the things that you need to learn. You don't spend a lot of time up here. And that's a very, very positive way of living from my perspective, right? If you're on the other side and you're highly thoughtful and introspective and thinking and philosophizing and, being in that realm of poetry, although I do not write poetry successfully at all, but poetic people are those who are highly introspective. Up here, just up here, not in the mind, not in the head, not in the brain, in the sixth chakra area where everything is plasmable and everything is flexible and moving, and you're seeing all sorts of different things rather than, let's say, a green glass of water, right? This is valid and exactly what it is, and what more do you actually need? But when you're up in that area, it's so much more. It's so much more descriptive, and you see the subtleties of things. And being an artist is, in fact, seeing the subtlety of things. And the point of what I'm saying is that this time period, this summer time period, where I've been very, very, very busy in the daily life, outside of my studio, where I have been taken into regular, normal daily life, right? With people, things being busy, traveling and traffic, and you got to get here on time, got to get there on time, so the stress levels move up. That's not my normal life here on this tiny little Greek island, right? Things are pretty mellow. So this period, although it I had a few guilt trips of not being here and not being, Monday through Friday and not and I let go of that. I'm not wrapped up in that, but I did have a few minor, yeah, right? Um, I should be here. But but I had come to this beautiful understanding, this beautiful kind of revelation of when you are in the practical world, when you are in the action of creating your daily life, whether that's creating your shopping or creating your selling fish or your creating of picking people up. It all comes down to understanding and like just I'm able to get it more clearly what it means to be active, active, active in your daily life and how that affects your painting, how it affects the way you come to your studio. Because when most people are often in that state of, there's just busyness, you're raising kids, you've got to do this, you got to go there, you have to, how do you find that inner contemplative space where you can just let go and open up and feel the creativity coming through you? I imagine that if my days have or will continue as they have been, I'll just come in and paint and not really be connected the way that I love to be connected to my painting. And does that mean that I'm not creating art? Does that mean that I'm not painting a good painting? No. And from what I understand, you don't need to be all introspective and contemplative in order to create a beautiful painting. Not at all. But you do need to do that when you want to create a beautiful painting and be consciously aware of that whole creative process happening within you. Then I would say, yeah, you do need to be balanced and in your center. So this has been a very, very interesting time period. And about another month of this type of thing, where I will be here when I can, when I come into my studio. Today I'm going to be working on this painting. There's our the little sketch, oil painting sketch that I did of the flower pot with Kelly. Hi, Kelly. One of my students was here, but more so a very, very dear, dear friend who, for some reason, despite the age difference, we connect so beautifully. And it is another reminder of that love has no age. There's no age limits. And it is something that you either really connect with a person or you don't. And with Kelly, I seriously had a beautiful, beautiful time. So we were painting together. And I was thinking about all these things, all these contemplative ideas and what it means. And I don't know, right? This is my kind of feel like my first day back in the studio. It's very, very hot outside. Hopefully I'll be able to be in the studio here and not go into the more air-conditioned areas to do some painting today. And just kind of recenter myself after this crazy daily push into the outer physical world and all the stress and everything that comes with that, how it has pulled me away from my journaling practice, my very quiet moments of painting and being connected, kind of feeling pulled apart. And the practice is for me to just sit back and take notice. Just take notice of what's happening, where you have been, how you are in this moment, opening up to a state that you would like to be in, but perhaps aren't, but just opening for the possibility of that to happen. And just kind of coming in and embracing all of that. And the lessons, I mean, it'll take me a few days to chew on the lessons of being really busy and what that means, and how that affects my painting, how it affects my creative process. Does it affect my creative process? I have no idea. I don't think it does. Makes you feel like the creative block kind of thing. And like I've said many, many, many times, creativity is always there. It is never blocked from you, but you can block yourself from connecting to creativity, to that creative energy that is always in us. So, when I get busy, I tend to feel creatively blocked, and I think just coming in, like, and picking up my studio, like I did this morning, and just kind of getting some space and some quiet, is the way that I will come again to that creative place. And so it's all really interesting to me, for my philosophical kind of mind, that poetic space within me where I want to see more all the subtleties and understand them. But are they necessary? I don't know. Are they necessary for me to come in and paint? I don't think so. Are they necessary for me to come and really, really connect with my painting and on a level that is, in the zone type of thing, where you're just completely present? Yes, that I do believe is needed. But we can't always be there, and we are not always there. So, I don't know, you guys. Usually after a really busy time period, I need a few days to just put it all together. But while I'm putting it together, I will be working on this painting, and today is Tuesday, so I'm going to come on live, provided the internet will allow it. I'm going to come on live and work on this painting, or another one. It depends. If I work on this painting here, then I'll do another painting later, and maybe that would be a good idea for some of you who have asked for, some very, very basics. Maybe. I'm kind of thinking that's what I'll do, because I really do want to come in and just paint and just reset. So 6 o'clock my time tonight, I will come online live here on this channel, and and let's do some painting if you want to join me. My thought is to come in and, do some very basic form. Perhaps I will bring some fruit. I'm not sure what kind of fruit I have, something. And, I do have an egg. Eggs are always good. And just come and create form. Just how to paint something. So if you're interested in that, come along tonight, 6 o'clock Greek time. So I think that's Greenwich Mean Time +2, but I'm not sure. Just you can Google it and put in Greece. So 6 o'clock my time, and so I think that's going to be the plan for today. And I'm not going to do a whole lot. It's still very hot. I'm thinking about this time period in my life, the things that I learned with Kelly here, the wonderful, just the experience of it all, and painting, and just kind of sharing that creative space together with other artists, and it's really, really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. So thinking about retreats, thinking about having a group of artists here, or we can go around and paint the island, and across on the mainland, there are some other really beautiful spots that I love to paint, and I would love to share that with you. So those are all the things going on. With that, you guys, be inspired, be creative, be you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day today.